So Riftbound has officially started to get some tournaments announced in North America. That is yet to be seen for the rest of Europe. But what does this mean for North America and for the future of Riftbound as we get ever closer to release? All of that and more starting right now. So yeah, this is a really exciting time. The biggest thing with this, of course, is that we are looking into the future. We're wanting to get competitive. We're wanting to show our skills. We've had a lot of tournaments happening online. I mean, heck, even next week we are having the final Rift Lab Clash, which is going into a trial, of everyone that has competed for this said tournament to be able to finish out and see who is going to be the best of the best and win out those playmats and prize supports that Jacob has opted in for these tournaments. It's been really exciting. We have some really great videos coming your way and a lot of really great gameplay that we've seen so far, but still, people are itching to play this game in person, and to be able to do so now, we have a couple of really cool announcements that is coming your way. So first and foremost, we have a $20,000 weekend that is announced for prize support. Now that is going to be really exciting to see. That is a lot of money already starting out with a game that is just releasing literally 2 months before, pretty much 1 month before that, releasing on October 31st. So there's a lot there to be seen. So really interested to see how that's going to continue to play out. But again, this is going to be taking place in Orlando on December 12th through 14th at Osceola Heritage Park, however you say that. But still, being in Orlando, that is going to be awesome, and it should have a really great turnout with all of that. And I'm curious to see how that is going to unwind as we get ever closer. Now, with this tournament as well, Max is going to be one of the guest commentators there. Now, of course, they haven't necessarily announced anyone else that is going to be a part of that, but still, it's real great to see this guy. He's been able to do some really awesome things in this Riftbound community. He's been super enthusiastic about everything that is Riftbound, and it's going to be fun to see how he ends up doing in this tournament as a caster. I mean, we've seen some of his casting. He's done a lot of videos with recasting the English edition of the China regional tournaments that we've been seeing, and has done just an absolutely great job with that. And even just editing those shorter so we don't have all the fluff in between rounds and things of that nature. Does a great job with everything, and really excited to see what he is going to be able to bring as a caster at this great tournament. With that being said, too, Las Vegas, just south of me. I am in Utah, of course. And just south of me, a nice little 4-hour road trip. Not bad at all. We are going to be going down to Vegas at a $10,000 tournament. Now, of course, that is going to be November 21st through 23rd. So not a lot of time to necessarily test and let alone gather the cards, depending on how hard it is going to be going and collecting these cards. It might be a little bit difficult. Prices might be a little bit high, especially since we are already getting all these tournaments announced as well. So it's going to be fun to see how this continues to unravel as we get ever closer to this tournament. But still, Star City Games is going to be running this, and they are going to be doing just a really great job. We'll see how the turnout ends up doing, how big of a space they are going to be able to have, and if there's going to be a cap at this said event. But still, really great to be able to see how this tournament goes. We still don't know necessarily if there is going to be any live broadcasting or casting that is going to be commentated as well, and so we have yet see that, but still I know a couple of people, especially Casanova and a few other people that I've seen on Twitter or on X in this case, that have announced that they are going down. I should be one of them as well. Just got to confirm with the wife, and then we will be seeing how that ends up going. But still, this is going to be a great tournament. Even if I'm just able to go just to even watch, let alone participate, I should have a deck in time to be able to bring, and we'll see how that ends up going. A lot of really fun stuff going there, and $10,000, nothing to bat an eye at, to say the least. With that being said, too, we have our first regional qualifier that is announced for Houston. Now, that's going to be really interesting because Houston doesn't necessarily have a whole ton of really big events. Normally, you will see Dallas or, other cities of that sort. But still, to be able to have Houston, to be able to have this as the first regional qualifier, that is so exciting. Now, of course, the difficult part here with that is we are going to be seeing December 5th through 7th. So right after that, we are going to have another tournament that is occurring in Orlando. Now, of course, these are two completely separate kinds of tournaments. This is a regional like what we saw over in China. So we got to be a little bit careful here on how we go about this. because it's like, well, if you pick one or the other, if you really want a chance at trying to qualify for certain things, well, definitely go to the regional instead. But if you want a chance at $20,000 prize pool in this case, well, go to Orlando. If you have the money, go both. But with that being said, this is going to be really interesting to be able to see. Now, it's going to be at the George R. Brown Center. And of course, tickets are going to be going on sale, or at least more information is going to be brought to you about said information on October 6th. So a lot of really exciting stuff to be brought to you there as well. Now, with that being said, it's going to be interesting, especially how this regional even begins to unwind. We've seen how these regional qualifiers have been going. We'll see how Wright ends up doing something in the Americas as well. So I'm going to be really curious to, see what we can do to be a part of that and all of that jazz as well. But this is going to be really exciting. This is the cusp of all these awesome events, and I can't wait to see how we're going to be able to do with all of these events that are going to be happening. Now, with that being said, again, like we said earlier, there are no events yet to be answered for in Europe. And that is a little bit sad because I know a lot of people across the ocean are looking forward to those events. We'll see how that continues to unwind as we, go about our day. I'm still thinking that, within the next week or two, I would not be surprised if they did announce some European event, such as, a regional over there as well. But again, time will tell. But still, it really would surprise me if they didn't announce those within the next week. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about these events so far. What ones are you looking at going to? And what are you hoping to bring to these events if you happen to make? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. And until next time, guys, have a good one.